You ever get that feeling that you're hella stupid? Welcome back to the Artisans of Glimmith. I've not played this for a while. I've been avoiding it. I've been just thinking that I want to give up on recording this, but I'm gonna push through. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna figure it out, and hopefully we can figure it out together. We'll do this, I guess. Anyway, how you guys been? Yeah. I've been rather sad about my Artisans of Glimmith performance, if I was to be completely honest. I feel like I'm kind of stuck in a rut with it, but that's alright, except that we've failed once again, and we don't know what we're doing. Let's start in a location where we do know what we're doing, right? Well, this one's a 2 no matter what way you look at it. So none of these can be 2s. So the easiest one for this one to not be a 2 is to go into this location, right? So I guess that like this one could come up here and then that one's not touching that one at all. This could theoretically be, well, it would still have to be a 3. Okay. And then, it could be something like this. But then that would also be a 2. Yeah, so maybe we think about that this has to go here, I think. And then this one has to be a 3. But the problem is that now this one can't be a 2. So we need to think about... Yeah, I think that this is probably like the best option. But like, where does this one go? Yeah, I think this one comes down here like this. This one goes up here. This one is like this. And then this one comes along here like this. Yeah, perfect, alrighty. But now, yeah. Eam. Gold. Is this one again? Let's do like this. That's a 2, yeah, I know. This one doesn't have to be, it could be like that. Or like this. There we go, perfect, alrighty. Woo! We're coming in hot, aren't we? Already with one that's difficult. Okay, let's have a look. We've basically finished this whole area, haven't we? Looking nice and pretty. Is that one fully done now? Oh, we got +2 even. Ah, okay. Well, immediately, right, we know that this one must come out and these ones must be different colors. Oh, we've got like a new little spinny wheel where we can select multiple different colors. Can we pick all of them? Or is that... Ah, sorry. I know that they did do some upgrades to this game, so that's exciting to see, isn't it? So this just must be true, right? Because, well, it theoretically could come out here, but then this one needs to come out, and it can't actually. This one needs to come out. This one needs to come out and can't be the same as this one. This one needs to come out. And then this one needs to come out and join with it. Have you guys come out recently? It's a silly question, isn't it? I feel like no. I don't know. Sometimes it's hard to think of unique commentary when you're sitting here doing this job. I've been pretty good. I've been chilling. I ain't been doing too much, to be honest. I had a lovely weekend. Went out to sell some animals. Did some pitting of some goats. And no, that's not what I call it when I masturbate. Um, oh dear. Alrighty. Where can we look at next? Well, I think this one is particularly interesting. Yeah, because this one can't be the same color as this one. So, like, yeah. Even if this one did go here, for example, this would have to go like this. So we could lock this one in. Now, this one could theoretically be the same. That's fine. That'll lock that one in. Could we do like this? I don't see why not. And then this one could be like a plus. Right now I'm just guessing, but you know, guessing's for the win sometimes. Very rarely, but it seems to be working out so far. No. So this one does need to get out like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But then this one needs to get somewhere. So yeah, this is wrong, but it's not so wrong, right? It could theoretically work. Let's take these ones off. Yeah, and then let's think about this one for a second. It could be like, no, it can't be like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. None of these can go out elsewhere, is it? So let's go back for a second. Decided to edit these more concisely, so you might not even see this, to be honest. Where was I guessing? Like here, right? Yeah, this is where I started guessing. I know that this one's a different color to this one, but other than that, not really. Okay. Now, could 2 theoretically fit in here? No. So this one would need to be the same color as this one. Now, this one can be a different color, because then, you know, they both won't be able to get out. Now, this one, it just can't go anywhere but here. Now, this one needs to lock in and then come out here. So that much was correct. Yeah, the question is this area here, right? 3, 4, 5. 2, 3. Because I think that 3, 4, 5, like that, maybe. Let's think about that for a second. Boy, bring my colors back. Okay. These are wrong. But not so wrong as to be, like, automatically wrong. What am I saying? 3, 4, 5. What would that leave? If these were 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that can't do that. So I think that this has to be like this and this, for example. And that's both 5s. Oh no. Horse noises. Let's go back for a second. Where am I going wrong here? Probably here. No, that can't do that either. It must be somewhere in this, like, downwards area, because I'm not really thinking about it. Yeah, that much I think is correct. Now, this could theoretically just go up, like to here, for example. And this could just be a straight line. And I'm going to just try the same thing and see if we get different results. Because if that's not the definition of insanity, I don't know what is. But we got it. So we can't really complain, can we? In the whole scheme of things, we're doing alright. And look, we got a nice little easier one for us now. Yeah, bring all my colors back. Wonder if there's an easier way to press, like if I press this, does this, no? Okay. Well, that much is obvious. This needs to come out. This needs to come out. This needs to come out. But these are not all separate colors like I've drawn here. Like this could theoretically go up and then join this one. In fact, I think it probably has to if this was to be 8. Though these can't be different colors, so this probably comes here. 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe like that. And then this might go like this. 5, 6, no, can't. Maybe this one gets here. Yeah, I know. This one still needs to come out though. Yeah, I know. But this one can come up. What's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Could theoretically come here for its 8th. This one could come here. How much is this at the moment? 7. So no, it cannot. Oh, this is gross. I don't like it already. Because this one still needs to come out. And that's definitely a 7. Can't really... It could take like one here, but then that one won't be enough. It can't take one here, and it can't take one here, because those would be the same. So let's just restart this for a second, and then think about it for more than 2 minutes. Alrighty, let's get this one out. This one needs to come out, right? Now, this one and this one cannot join up. What we should do, just quickly, is 40. So what's 8 times, is it 8 times 5? Yeah, correct. So there's 5 shapes in here. So this will be 1. And I mean, this would have to be 2. Now, let's just say that this 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 travels around. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2. Let's get this down here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that 8? No. I'm getting the same problem. Yeah. Because then that's a 3. As a 7 and can't go anywhere else. So it must, or at least 5, 6, yeah, do that. Then this is some other color, but this will have to be some other color. So it could be like this, for example. What's that, an 8? Yeah, and that does that. But this comes out here and does that. Oh no, those don't join. Undo. Yeah, that looks right so far. Let's just middle mouse all of these. 5, 6. It could theoretically be like this, right? And then no. Okay, that's 9. So that's 8, and then that would be all the rest. Yeah, perfect. Alrighty. Woo. Okay. I saw one over here. I'd like to do this one next. Let's try and get all these areas done, shall we? I don't see why not. We're on reds now. Oh, that's fine. I'll just leave it like that. What's this? There we go. 9, 4. This is exactly 30, right? Just to, yeah, it is. So there needs to be this color, and a third interesting color. Because this could 5, 6, 7, 8. This could be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 10. But then this needs to get out 5, 6, 7, 10, and then 11. So maybe this one eats this, and then this one eats this. No. This needs to eat something else, but it can't really. Because of this whole thing. Unless... what's that? 10. And this is currently 8. But it does need to be 10. Or 10. 10. Perfect. Look at that. Beauty. And then this needs to be different immediately. So 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. Well, let's think. What's this? What's this area? No. So immediately no. Let's join up this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. That's 10 exactly, yeah. Now this needs to get out. This needs to get out. Oh. This needs to get out. What's this? Oh, yeah. But this here needs to be a different color. Oh, this is hard. Z, Z, Z. Z, 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 Z. Alrighty. I mean, this one doesn't need to be this color, but it kind of does, doesn't it? Because you think of it like this. 3, right? This needs to get out, right? And this one needs to get out because it can't be the same color. This one needs to get out, but can't touch this one. This one needs to get out, and this one needs to join it. And this is only 8, right? Yeah. So, yeah, well... because this is exactly 30, so there's only 3 colors in here. Yeah, great. So there's this one and there's this one. Yeah, this one could be like 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. But yeah, we need something that gets over to here. Or at least we need, well, that. I think that's it, yeah. And then this takes up the rest. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 19. Oh, gross. Gross. Could this theoretically... Because we kind of need it to go one more this way. But we can't really get rid of anything else. Otherwise it will be... And we can't get rid of anything here. I think that these... Maybe like this and that. And then we figure out a way. No, because unless that was that 10 exactly. And then this fills in the rest. There we go. Ooh, okay. 9 exactly regions. Okay. And I'm guessing this is 9, 18, 27. Yeah. So there's actually only 3 shapes, and those are it. But yeah. Unless, like, this joined up, for example. And then... But then they'd have to be the same. But yeah. How do you have 3 the same touching 3 different? I think that's the question, right? Unless it is that these 2 are the same. And then there's like a 3rd shape that is different. How's this? Yeah, there we go. That's 9. Now we just need to figure out a way for this to be like a C with a hat on it. Which seems to be easier said than done, right? Because you can't have a C with a hat on it. Unless this is the hat. Yeah, but then how... It does feel... Or maybe this goes like all the way. But then, what's this at the moment? 7, 8, 9. And then let's say that this one... I feel like it has to. Yeah, this looks more correct. There we go, perfect. Just had to think about it in some vaguely abstract ways, didn't we? Nothing else over here at the moment, so we are slowly clawing our way through these. We've got quite a few left to do though. This is only a 2, so somewhat easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this could either go up or down. I think probably the best place to start is here. Because this one can't go up. It has to go this way. Yeah, that's right. So let's lock that one in. Now. This one? Oh, no, thank you. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. No. 3, 1, 2. Yeah, perfect. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Perfect. 1, 2, that one, and that one. And then we've got a little L over here that we can lock in. Isn't that nice? We're just slowly getting through the nice and calming ones now. Now that I've stressed out for no reason. Ooh. Isn't this neat? We've come up with a little gap. 2, 3, 4, 5. I thought I was stuck for a minute, but I wasn't. We've been calmed. Alrighty, let's do this 3 next. 5 and different shapes. Well, isn't that interesting, isn't it? 5 and different shapes. That's what I like to hear. Let's go with this as a cross. This is a square. A squarey boy even. This one can also be a squarey boy. Now this one can also be a squarey boy. This one can be a not so squarey boy. This can be a staircase, and then finally we've got a little ramp. So calming, so peaceful. I don't know what really I'm doing, but we're doing it. Aren't these two the same shape, just opposites? Yes. Oh, okay. Well, this is much as true, right? Maybe it's like this. That looks nice and calming. So far, so good. T shape. L shape. P shape. And then finally a T shape up the top there. Whew. Okay. Well, let's, I'm just avoiding this big 5 puzzle, this one. So we're trying to do everything else first. Exactly 4, eh? And remember that no region can be left behind. Oh. That one's exactly 4. Yeah, that one's exactly 4 as well. This one's a square. This one's a plus. Don't know why I'm feeling calm today, guys. I'm feeling nice and breezy. Don't know how you guys are, but I hope you're doing well. And that's all I want my audience to feel like as well. We're becoming a cult. Very full. Would you join the goat cult? Gross. Gross. Where did I go wrong? Probably somewhere around here. probably exactly here, because I think this one has to go this way. Yeah, I'll think about you later. There we go. There's a square. Yeah. Let's reset. Well, let's think about this smartly for a second. No, let's not think about it smartly. Let's go back here. This needs to get out. Yeah, it is this whole area, right? This one needs to be like this. This one needs to be like this. Then it's this area. And then we've got like this one little bit here that we need to worry about. So yeah, we have gone wrong somewhere. We can probably do this. Okay, yeah. So difficult. Why? It's making me sad. 3, 4. We're not okay. So yeah, this one does need to go into this area. At least to here. Then this one does have to go like this, doesn't it? And there. So this one comes up. This one then does this. We don't know where it goes next, but we do know at least it locks that one out. This one, 2, 3, 4 does that. Now this one. Can this one not be in this area? No. So it does need to come into here. Now this one. Well, yeah. I think let's see, it comes up here. This one comes here, then this one needs to come out. This one could come here, but then needs to come here, so that's locked in. This now is locked off here. This one could come here, but then needs to come up. Is locked out here and here. This one, even if it takes up all this area, needs to come to here. Then this one needs to come to here. We're slowly getting there, aren't we? Got a whole bunch of... Now this one, 1, 2, 3, so it needs to come to at least here. But now we've just got like a whole bunch of things where... well, this one needs to take at least one more, and it needs to take it out of either here or here. What that means though is that this one has to go up one more. There we go. Now, one of these does have to take one of these areas because this one can't take both. So this one can't go this way. I'm just going to rule that out. Can this one? Yeah. Now let's think about this one. This one's going to eat at least one of these. So this one does need to go up at least one more. And again, we've got that same problem as we do over here, where one of these is going to have to take an extra area, because even if this one's a square, like this one could be an L, for example. This one now has nowhere to go apart from here. This one now has nowhere to go apart from here. So that one's locked in. That one's locked in. This one now needs to come here. That one's locked in. This one now needs to come here. Now this one has to come into here, because otherwise there's a whole bunch of things that happen, and I could explain it, but I'm not going to bother. This one, no. So this one now needs to go here and sit as this one. This one now needs to come out, join there. This one now needs to come here, can't come here. So this one now needs to come out. It needs to come this way. This one needs to come this way. That means that one's blocked in. That means that one's blocked in. Let's lock those all in. This one goes here. This one goes here. This one comes here. This one then comes out. This one's locked in, and this one comes here, and then we've got it. Whew, okay. So you just have to think logically about that one, turns out. And if you do, you will be fine. Turns out, yeah. There we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. I think. No? Okay. Maybe it's like this. Is it like it's a cross with a little fella? I don't know. Maybe this one goes this way, theoretically. I still like this one though. You know? I don't really see any other way that one could go. I mean, it could theoretically be up here, but then what are we gonna do? Be sad? Probably. 2, 3, 1, 2. Yeah, is that? Let's think about that shape for a second. Because we could do like a cross. Where's the best cross? Here, I think. I think that's it. And then this one is to like this. Maybe like that. Well, I mean, like, there we go. T, and then this is a cross, and then this one's a U, and then that's the rest. Whew, bloody hard though, wasn't it? Bloody hard. I like to think that we are learning, however. Well, surely there's a 3 in which it only sees 1, right? Otherwise, where are we going to start? No, all 3s seem to see at least 2 or 3. That's effed because that area. So we just need to think about areas, right? We need to think about how things get out. Yeah, so like how does this area get out? And for it to get out, it kind of needs to be or like this. It's yeah, definitely like this area is the one that's effing me. Because yeah, that one goes there for sure. Okay, that works. Because now all of this area up the top here, let me just color it in. Let's color it in orange. Is making its way like this. Now it needs to be able to get out here somewhere, right? So maybe all of this is wrong, but it's better than what we've done before. So because this is now blocking it, right? And if we go this way, or if we go this way, it's still going to be blocking it. So maybe we restart this. Then we think about that in more clear terms. Because yeah, I mean, this is fine-ish. This is fine-ish. This is fine-ish. Then this is fine. And this is fine. And this is fine. Now, it's just this area that I really want to think about. Because we need some way for the whites to get into here. And right now we don't have that. So if we did this, for example, that would be fine. Because now the whites would be able to get into this area. But now we need the whites to be able to come out. That's a problem. Maybe like this. Now, how are the whites going to get up here? That's a question that many people have asked throughout history. And no one's really had the answer to. Okay, and we need to figure out how to get whites up here. So this is another question. So that gets those. That's all connected now. We just need to think about this area. So that connects that, but now we need to figure out a way. Is it like this? It's like this whole area needs to just... Because this one blocks this one. This one... But... I feel like this one needs to come here. This one needs to come here, and then this one needs to come here. Is this one then allowed to come here, or no? Because that blocks off that entire area. It's something to do with this area. Because this could be like this, right? But then that blocks off that entire area. Oh. I think it's like this. Maybe like this, because that allows a passage. But then we've got to think about this area. Hmm. Does that work? Where have we not got a passage to? I think this works. Let's let all these in. I'm gonna be very surprised if this isn't it. Let's just say, yeah, perfect already. Whew. Okay, so I'm glad that I immediately figured out the gimmick of that one, even though it wasn't super obvious. I'm just gonna quickly check these areas. There's a little island, an island of insight over here. We need to think about. Okay. Well, this one has to go this way, doesn't it? So that's immediately locked in. Now, do we have anything that says no? So this one does have to be like this, because it can't be a P shape, as it were. Now this one has to come like this, cannot be a P shape. This one does have to be a P shape, however. Let's also think about this one for a second. Cannot be a cross, so it has to be like this. Now, this one could be 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Now this area is exactly enough for a P shape. And then this one comes here, this one comes here. And this one comes this way. And then we got another little P shape here. This one probably has to be a P shape. And this one's a P shape. There's no reason this can't be a P shape. Another P shape. And then finally a P shape. Perfect. Perfect, would you say? Yeah, if you didn't know the names of polynomials, polynomials, there we go. That's how you pronounce it. Then now you're learning. They all have different names. Let's find a 5 area so I can teach you them. Is this one it? No. Is this one? No. Okay. Well, I'll just use a random one. This one. Alrighty. And while I'm here, I might as well draw some lines in. There we go. This one now needs to get out. And now this one needs to get out. Must come at least here. This one now comes here, at least here. But yeah, I was going to teach you guys the wonderful world of polynomials. So you've got your good old P shape. They're all named after letters. P shape. You've got a good old T shape. You got a good old W shape. Don't ask me why this is a W and not an M. You got a good old whatever this shape is called. I can't remember. An I think it's called. It might be called. This one's an L. So yeah, there you go. You've learned something. Or maybe you knew that already. Maybe you're smart. I don't doubt you are. This one needs to keep on coming. Well, we could draw lines over here as well, can't we? Let's quickly do that. And then we've got a whole bunch of ones that have to just immediately come out. This one has to come this way, and then it can't go this way or this way, so that's locked in. This one's called a Tetris piece, but it's not. I'm just joking with you. But it is a Tetris piece. This one keeps on coming. Don't know whether it stops here or not, but at least like does that. Doesn't have to necessarily stop. Alrighty, what about this one? Well, we know it's not an L shape, so yeah, it's a little bit difficult, that one. Let's just draw a bunch of lines. There we go, and we'll draw a bunch of lines here. Oh, no, I did not. I started drawing a line over here, and then you decided to jump over there, my good friend. There we go. Well, let's continue to draw lines, because it's working well. Alrighty. One more over here. This is another interesting area, isn't it? This one immediately comes out. This one's drawn. That one comes out. That one comes out. That one needs to come in and then go this way. This one needs to come out. This one needs to come out. Let's add more colors in so that we've got a little diversity in our grid. This one needs to keep on coming and then can't go this way. This one needs to come out. That one needs to come out. This one needs to come out. Can't go this way. So now this one needs to come out. This one needs to keep on coming out. Needs to touch at least one yellow. Same with this one. Same with this one. Oh, this one now needs to touch a blue. This one still needs to touch a yellow. This one needs to come this way. This one now needs to come this way. This one can't go this way. This one comes here. This one still needs a yellow. This one goes here. No, apparently it doesn't. This one needs to come here. This one comes here. This one now needs a yellow, so comes here, can't touch this one or this one. This one now keeps on coming this way. Yeah, I see one way. This could be a P shape. I think that all of this is like fairly. This one's locked in. Like all of this is fairly standard so far. Like we haven't done anything that's super weird, right? Like if you were solving it, you would still do all these steps. So it's not necessarily that we've but this one's just finished. So that's the same shape. So this one needs to go at least one more down to be the same shape as that one. Now this needs to come here. Alrighty. This one's still missing a yellow. Have we figured out anything else while we've been here? Not really, to be honest. Like this one is a straight line for the most part. Even if it goes one extra, it's still a straight line. So, and it's currently 5 long. So let's just draw 3, 4, 5. That would have to lock in there. Now this one needs to connect in with something, so it needs to go here. Then this one probably needs to do that. Now this one, we've got like a little that. Now this one needs to come out. Now for this to get, that's got all of its colors, but it needs to get at least a red. Well, this one needs to get at least a red tin. So that's the shape, I think. Then that for that to match, that's like that. This one could easily just be a square. Let's draw a line here, shall we? Now, let's think about if this one came here, right? That would be quite a large shape to fit in this region. I think that this one just has to be a P. I think I've come to accept that as a P. Now, could this... I think it cannot, but also I think it has to be. Let me just double check my progress here. Yeah, okay. It's just because this is such a large area that, yeah, I don't know how it would necessarily fit. But it is something to think about, right? This blue does need to get out. It now can't go this way. This blue needs to get out. Oh. This yellow needs to get out. That's something as well. This blue now needs to join up with it. So that's quite a small area. Though that's actually not true. That blue does not necessarily need to join up with it. This could be a straight. In fact, I think it has to be a straight. For that, and then this one to go here, right? Because otherwise there'd be two matching. Well, this nest doesn't necessarily go here. It could come here. Now, this purple. I think this blue needs to catch up with this, and then that. Yeah, I think that is right. Now this red needs to come here. This blue needs to get here. Now, oh. Now that's a shape. Is this in the same shape as it? Okay. No. Okay, sweet. I think that that's right in that case. This needs to get a blue. I think this gets the blue from here. This grabs that. And then this grabs this. And this. That equality is annoying, isn't it? I think, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. That. Yeah, perfect already. Ooh, okay. Now. Is it just these two? I think so. We can have a quick look around, I guess. Well, this is certainly interesting, isn't it? I'm gonna just mark all these areas off as different colors. Let's add in a couple of other color variants for a second. This is the area I'm most interested in, of course. I think that this one has to come down like this. If this one takes this, it can't take all the way. So I think it does take this, right? And then comes either here or here. This one is certainly interesting. It can't come this way. So it must come this way. Then cannot touch this one. This one is quite interesting. I think this goes like this. There we go. Alrighty, well this needs to come out. And then therefore cannot join in. of that square area, if you would. Which I would. Now, 2, 3, 4. That must do at least that. Is there another square area that we can worry about? Well, this one is interesting as well, isn't it? It must do at least this. This square area is becoming less and less interesting as time goes on. We could probably just attempt to fill out the whole thing now. This must do at least this. This area is certainly interesting. Yes, I think this is the next area to look at. I think that this is just necessary. Oh, they need to be different shapes. I did not see that rule. 2, 3, 4. But then this one, yeah. What about this? No, I mean, that's like theoretically possible. Yeah. All this is fine so far. Actually, rather pleased with myself. This could be an L. This certainly could be a Z. This could be a L. This could be a square. This could be a T. This one could be an L. And by an L I mean a Z. Hold on. This one could be an L. This one could be a straight line. That's probably the best option. Yeah. Okay. One of these. There we go. Oh dear. We've gotten wrong somewhere down here. I think it might be this one actually, because this one could theoretically be like, no. Is these all correct so far? Yeah, I thought so. But yeah, this one then needs to come here, right? And then lock in. But yeah, it is like, this one might be a Z, I guess. This one could be like, I think that's what we did last time, wasn't it? Could we have this one be that? No. So this one does need to be a Z. Yeah, let's think about this. Could be like this, I guess, and then this could be a square. And this one could be that, and then that one could be a square, and then we're done. Alrighty. Liberal use of the hint button there. And it means that we've got this one finally to do. This one just needs to come like this, I think. And then this one's a 4. Now let's think about this one. Is this 8 or is it 10? It's 10. So I do think that like that is probably true. And then we've got this and this. And then this one. Well, this just needs to get out, doesn't it? And it could come here or here, here or here. I think it's probably better to come this way though. This one becomes a 4. Again, that's a 1 and a 1, respectively. That is a equals sign, so that does that. Though, yeah, this one does this, actually, because this one needs to do. Oh, okay. Let's reset. This one is like this, for sure, 100%. This one, there's no way that this one can get to that. Just no way. Except that there is a way. But just ignore that for a second. Alrighty, now let's Z this. So yeah, it is all about how to best fit in that. This is then that. This is then that. Or and then this is a square, but that can't be a square. The other thing it could be is a that's a block. That could be no. That one just can't be a block, can it? Could this one be a straight line? Then this one could be a line. This one could be a Z. This could be an L. And this one could be a block. Those all work and is theoretically possible. So let's think about that for a second. So this will be the L, this will be the T, this will be the T, that would be the Z, this would be the Z, that would be the L, and this would be the square, and then that's the rest. Well, we still have to draw these in, but that's easy enough. There we go. Perfect. So is that gold now, or did I miss some? 33 out of 34. So it's perhaps that this main puzzle right here is the 34th. So let's work on this one and then we'll end the video, shall we? Alrighty, well let's draw these in now. Well, this one comes this way, then must come this way. This and this are now locked in. This one now comes this way. This is locked in. This one could theoretically continue going, but this one does need to come out. Then this one needs to continue going, and then come here. This one is locked this way. These bad boys are locked. These bad boys are locked. Right. This bad boy is locked this way. This yellow is interesting because it does need to come out. This purple also, well, like that blue comes and grabs that. This then comes this way, can't touch this one. As it cannot touch this one. This yellow is different colored. Each area must have exactly 5. I didn't read that before. So I think this red needs to be part of this area. Because if it's any other area, then yeah, you just can't. So this red needs to take this yellow. Okay, let's work on other areas for a little bit. This one over here, this one over here. Let's continue to block these off, shall we? I said block these off. Maybe I should get to line drawing tool. just in case, so that the game knows I'm trying to draw lines rather than not lines. There. Any other lines that I can see? Here, 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 here. 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 What else? I think that's it. More horse noises. So this blue needs to come out, and then cannot touch this blue. So this blue needs to come out. This red needs to come out. This red as well. No, it doesn't necessarily have to come out. But this red is certainly interesting, right? It has to come at least here. Can't come in this way. Anything else that's important? This blue, I think, is important. It needs to come at least to there. Let's lock these in while we're here. I see why this is the penultimate puzzle. It's certainly interesting. I can see like a whole bunch of ways to make fives, but I don't know whether they're necessarily correct. Like this could be a 5 here, for example. This could be a 5 here, for example. This could be a 2, 3. Well, actually, is that wall necessarily? Wow. This is wrong, but you know, it's so close to being right. I undid something that I don't know what I undid. Probably a line. Alrighty, let's have a look at something else. No, it wouldn't have been a line, it would have been a color. Well, no. Yeah, this one needs to come out. Now, yeah, I know that that red theoretically has nowhere to go, but I don't know whether it joins this bad boy or this bad boy. Let me just uncolor it for now. Well, this one can't go here. Okay, let's think about if this one grabs this one, right? Then it necessarily has to grab this one, because otherwise it can't get another blue. Like, theoretically, it could get a blue from here, and then this one, but then this one's got nowhere to go. It can't get a red. So, this one does go up here. But then think about this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it's possible. So let me just... Yeah, I think this one has to be like that. That one's locked in now. This one comes here. Again, I think that the problem is probably going to be around here. 3, 4. Because then this one... Oh, this one needs to get this one, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So unless this one... But yeah, how's it going to get a yellow otherwise? So I do think this is wrong, but I don't necessarily know where I've gone wrong. Perhaps here. Maybe this is correct. 3, 4. close. That's just right. Yeah, okay. So it is. Yeah, so this one must grab its red from here. I don't know whether it grabs its yellow from here or not, or from here. But if it does grab its yellow from here, then it comes out here, right? It can't touch this one, and that blocks this one. So I think it does get its yellow from here. Then it comes down to here. This one comes, well, it doesn't necessarily come out. This one could be, this one's just yellow. This one does come out. Could come here, and then there. I think it's, yeah, it's this area. This one does that, I think. But then, no. This one comes here. This one's locked in. This one comes here. No, this one's locked in. That's a fully locked area. That one does this. Now this is a 5 area, so even if it comes here, now it can't come here, so it must come here. This one then comes out. Needs a yellow somehow. 3, 4, 5. That's locked in. This one could be 1, 2, 3. No, 4, 5. And then this one's the rest. Quite nice, quite nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's the rest. Yeah, perfect. Alrighty. Ooh, gold area. And now we're on to the next area. Well, let's do one puzzle. Because we're still a little bit light on time, aren't we? Ooh, a regional area. Well, this is certainly easier. Well, easier than the last one, isn't it? Let's keep on doing these for a second. So something that you might or might not know about regional areas, right, is that obviously you can't have 2 areas that are different numbers that touch, but you can have 2 areas that are the same number that touch. So like theoretically, and probably is the case, this 4 area here touches this 4 area here. That's totally fine. Then this 2 needs to get out. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then that's a 3, yeah. So it's just teaching you that these areas can join, and this is what it says over here as well. So that's something that you need to know. For the one that's most constraining here is the 7 area, right? Because you think it's quite large. Now this 5 area is actually constrained as well. It needs to take all this space because otherwise it's going to touch a number that's not it. So this 3 now needs to come out. This 3 probably needs to come out as well. And the 7 can take the rest. So it wasn't actually the 7 that we had to think about, but it was the 5. Let's continue just doing these for a second. I like these. I'm pretty good at these number-based puzzles. So yeah, I try my best to... Oh, no. I say that and this immediately happens, right? But this one has to go 3, 4. But yeah, this 2 area is interesting, isn't it? I wonder how big this area is. Yeah, I think because that needs to come out here and then can't touch this one, then can't come this way because it's the same color. So yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, something like that. And then this one's a 4, that one's a 2, and that one's a 2. There we go. Well, then we've got a whole bunch of ones areas. So it was just a, well, 21 area. There we go. We're gonna take as big a path as we can. Is this 21? Probably. Oh, yeah. Easy mode. Okay. Well, let us do exactly 2 more. All regions must be this shape. Shows the shape that must be made by the borders of that shell. So all rotations can be used. So like this needs to be like this. And then this one needs to be like this. No. What do you mean? Is it just one? Like this? Like that? No. Like, I'm having a little bit of, maybe like this. Is that right? Yeah, okay. I see now. Kind of. A little bit. Shows the shape that must be made by the borders of that cell. So let me have a look at this for a second. Ah, right. Yeah, so over here, this, and this make this shape. This and this make this shape. Right, okay. I understand now. Let's do one more of those just to be able to get it into my brain. So like this one here needs to have 2 lines. So it needs to be like this, right? And then that's a 3. So that's totally fine. And then like we could do this, for example. Now this one is interesting because it needs to have a 3 line. So it could be something like this, for example. That's totally fine, but that's not a 3 shape. I think that the only way that this can be a 3 shape is like this, and then there's a verticals. Okay, so that is definitely getting into my head, but probably requires a little bit more like drilling to be able to get it. So this one just can't touch anything other than this wall. Well, it needs to be like this, right? Because then that's here. Now this one needs to be like this. They have 2 walls? Yeah, perfect. Alrighty. Yeah, I've definitely got it in my head now. It's just a matter of actually learning it and figuring it out. An area of exactly 5, eh? So that's probably fine, because that does that. This one just needs to be like this. Like that, or like this, for example. This one's probably better. And then this one can be the rest. And then this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like a T. Here we go. Perfect. Easy. Alrighty, let's end it there, but thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. See you!